Hi guys, and welcome back to Bikes and Laces, where today we're going to be sharing with you some body weight strength and conditioning that you can do as a runner or a cyclist. First though, if you're new to the channel, then do make sure to give us a thumbs up and do consider subscribing. You can check out our videos where we post 3 brand new videos a week, and if you ring the bell you'll be notified of all the new ones coming out. So the first move we're going to speak about is lunges. In order to do this, you want to step forward with one leg, lowering the hips till both legs are bent at about a 90-degree angle. The front knee should be directly over your ankle to protect it, and you want to keep your torso upright. Lunges are a great way to be able to work the hips, the back and the legs.
The supine twist. Lay on your back with your arms out to the side, lift your knees and feet to a 90-degree angle, then slowly lower your knees to the right. Keeping both shoulder blades on the floor, return back to the middle, then lower down to the left hand side. Doing this should give you a nice stretch in the lower back, but can also work towards developing the core too.
Next, we're moving on to hip bridges. Laying on your back with your knees bent and your arms at the side, you want to push through your heels to lift your hips, squeezing your glutes. Your feet should be about hip width apart. Hip bridges are a great way to isolate and strengthen your glutes and your hamstrings.
The plank. Starting on all fours, place your elbows and hands flat on the floor underneath your shoulders. From here, place both feet back and keep the hips up using your core. You can opt for an easier version by dropping your knees to the floor but keeping the core engaged. There are plenty of plank variations such as side planks and reverse planks too.
Hip hurdles. Starting with a relaxed position on all fours with a neutral spine, lift one leg and rotate it forwards as though lifting it over a hurdle. You can repeat this going backwards too. Increasing the range of motion on each repetition is a good way to start to increase the mobility in your hips.
Push-ups. Starting on all fours, place your hands slightly wider than your shoulders, then straighten your arms and legs. From here, lower your body till you get close to the floor, then push back up to the starting position. You can make this a little easier by dropping your knees down to the floor.
Next, we're moving on to a runner's touch, also known as a reach touch. To do this move, start by standing on one leg with a slight bend in the knee. Bring the other leg into a running stance and then lean forward from the hip, pushing the leg back and reaching forward with the arm. The aim is to keep the balance and strengthen the supporting leg throughout this move.
Cobra Pose. Lie on your front with your hands under your shoulders, using your back muscles to lift your shoulders up and hold for about 5 seconds. Release back down to the floor. This uses and strengthens the muscles in your back and is a nice, simple and gentle move to do.
The next one is the bent over row. You can use a resistance band if you have one, or some light dumbbells to offer a little resistance. If you have an old inner tube to hand, then this also works well. Place your feet about shoulder width apart and with the knees slightly bent. Bend forward at the spine, extending the arms towards the ground, then pull them up, engaging the muscles in the back. This is an ideal way to work the back muscles.
Squats. Stand with your feet hip width apart, lift your chest, then lower your body with your weight over your heels, as though sitting on a chair. Be careful not to let your knees collapse in or go over your toes. Then push back to standing. Squats are a great way to strengthen and work your hamstrings and calves.